This is a short beginner's guide to playing Icarus, meant to help any new players interested in Icarus in the upcoming beta weekends, by providing a brief overview of survival for the first day. The information provided in this video is based entirely on my experience playing the first weekend beta, and as such, expect parts of the video to become outdated or changed as we approach the official release of the game. With that out of the way, let's begin. After creating a character and selecting your prospect, you'll begin your journey by rocketing down to the planet's surface. Take a moment to admire the familiarity of the alien landscape, or scream in terror as your graphics card begins melting down. Like most survival games, your first day will consist of gathering starter resources such as sticks, stones, and fiber in order to craft your first tools, as well as other resources to manage player stats such as food, water, and oxygen. Sticks and fiber can be readily collected from small plants and trees, stones can be found scattered on the ground, and are easier to find around rocky terrain. You will also find berry bushes at random, which will provide your first source of food, as well as a blue rock called oxide, which you will use to refill your oxygen tank. You can drink water at any natural source such as a river or a pond. Be sure to use your map by hitting the M key to locate water sources. The map will display your current location as well as the drop pod location. Once you have explored a little and gathered some materials, you are ready to create your first tools. Open your inventory by hitting the Tab or the I key and select the crafting menu. Your only available recipes, a stone pickaxe and a stone axe, are shown in the center. To craft the pickaxe, select it, then click Craft on the right-hand side, and do the same to create a stone axe. With these two items, you can now begin gathering wood and mining ore. Every action you perform in Icarus provides some amount of experience, such as gathering resources and crafting. Once you collect enough experience to level up, you will gain a talent point as well as 3 blueprint points. Talent points can be spent on unlocking various talents in categories such as combat, exploration, and resource harvesting to improve player stats, increase harvest yields, or slow down negative effects such as rate of oxygen use or food spoilage. The blueprint points can be spent on unlocking crafting recipes from the tech trees, allowing you to get new weapons, building parts, or useful gear. For your first level up, I recommend unlocking the bow, stone arrows, and a stone knife. These 3 items allow for hunting and harvesting of animals, which will provide food, necessary materials for other recipes, as well as significant experience to help level up further. To hunt animals, equip the bow and hit Ctrl to enter stealth mode to avoid detection. Sneak up on an animal and draw your bow by holding left mouse and tap right mouse to enter aiming mode. Try to line up a headshot for an instant kill, as hitting the animal but not killing it will cause it to run away. You're not likely to get a second shot off. However, near misses do not startle the animal. If you hold the bow for too long, your stamina will deplete and your aim will begin shaking, so hit R once to return to a resting position until you can line up a better shot. Once you've killed the animal, walk up to it with your stone knife equipped and hold the F key to harvest it, gathering meat, fur, leather, and bone from it. While the knife and bow should prove adequate at hunting, it won't be long before you encounter predators such as wolves or even bears. For added protection, invest in a wooden spear for better defense, and a bandage to treat the bleeding status effect. It is important to stress that death, especially in solo play, is a significant setback if you're carrying most of your supplies. If you die, you will respawn in a random location with nothing. Don't bother trying to find your body, as your gear does not drop on death. Don't forget to also learn how to build a campfire so that you can cook your raw meat. In the campfire screen, simply deposit your raw food items in the upper right, fuel sources such as wood in the bottom right, and then hit activate to turn on the campfire. Your food will cook automatically and there is no risk of it burning, so feel free to leave it to cook. Once you're somewhat set up with a good supply of materials, food, and are capable of defending yourself, you can start looking for a spot to set up a camp. Your next priority blueprints will be a bedroll, oxidizer, storage, and of course blueprints to actually construct a building. The bedroll allows you to set up a spawn point and sleep through the night. The oxidizer allows for much more efficient conversion of oxide to oxygen by filling up a gas bladder, which you can then use to refill your oxygen tank. Storage allows you to safely deposit excess material, and buildings of course give you a secure location to store all of these things. For building blueprints, you have 2 early game choices, either thatch buildings, available from the start, or wooden buildings that are available at level 5. I would recommend skipping the thatch buildings completely and instead saving those points, as level 5 can be reached quickly and likely before the first night. The wood buildings offer greater durability and protection for only a little bit of extra effort in collecting wood. You can begin by placing floors anywhere in the world and build off of them as a foundation. Walls come in 3 varieties. Make sure to hold R to access a radial menu allowing you to pick between solid walls, windows, or doorways. That should be everything you need to know for your first 2 or 3 days surviving in Icarus. While the amount of content will continue to increase with each additional beta weekend, hopefully the information provided here should remain consistent as a basic introduction to Icarus. Thank you for watching. If this was informative, please be sure to leave a like, comment on any questions or clarifications needed down below, and subscribe to see more content as the beta weekends continue.